Coming up on WSRH Sports, we dive into amazing performances from the competition cheer team head-to-head.
Also, how our 3 girls on the lacrosse team signed for college scholarships.
Plus, an intense matchup between our boys varsity soccer and Glade Central Raiders.
WSRH Sports starts now.
Welcome to WSRH Sports, your leading source of sports coverage here at The Ridge. I'm Alexis Coffey.
And I'm Savannah Mazzio. Today's November 22nd. We've got a lot of sports to catch up on today, but first, today's top story. The Seminole Ridge competition cheer team had a competition here at the Nest. Olympic Heights, Somerset, and Wellington attended the competition. Let's see how the teams performed. WSRH sports reporter Kira Taub has the play-by-play.
November 19th, Seminole Ridge held a cheer showcase against competition cheer teams Somerset Canyons, Wellington, and Olympic Heights. To conclude the head-to-head, first goes to Wellington, second to Seminole Ridge, third to Olympic Heights, and fourth to Somerset Canyons. For WSRH Sports, I'm Kira Taub.
That was a great performance, Hawks. The competition cheer team has big goals in hopes of taking home the gold this season. WSRH sports reporter Kira Taub has more on the story.
Award-winning co-ed cheer team gets prepared for their upcoming season in hopes of reaching their goals.
If it's going to be the year to take home first, it's going to be the year, because this year I think this is the year that we have the most seniors. Our goal as a team is to definitely practice as much as we can, get as much reps in as we can, continue to work hard, because I feel like if it's going to be the year to take down Bartow, it's going to be the year.
My goal is obviously for them to do their best. Obviously we want to win, we're competitive, but ultimately I think my ultimate goal is to encourage collegiate cheerleading.
Along with trying to build a competitive team, they're also building a family along the way.
Well, not only do I root for myself, but we're a team for a reason, so I'm there for everyone. If you're not going to do it for yourself, you're going to do it for your team. So I'm always rooting for everyone, because it's a team for a reason. You have to work together, otherwise it's not going to work.
So I root for that underdog, the one that doesn't think that they have what it takes, the one that questions their ability. I'm rooting for them. I want them to understand that they are equally capable as the top athlete on the team. So I'll always root for the underdogs, but I root for the entire team.
As their season sets off and their first competition gets closer, their seniors soak in their last year on this team.
So what I love about this sport is that I can take what I've learned from my previous sport into this sport, and it's definitely really changed my personality in a good way. I finally found myself in a way. I'm so much happier.
I love that I can utilize my gymnastic skills from when I was 10 and do some flips and make people happy.
This Saturday, they're heading to their first competition of the season in hopes to kick off another award-winning year. For WSRH Sports, I'm Kira Taub. The varsity football player Daniel Pear-Lewis has been committed to FSU since October 15th, but 3 days ago, Daniel has flipped his commitment to the University of Florida. WSRH sports reporter Anthony Menendez has the story.
Hi, we're here to talk about Daniel's change and why. So Daniel, why did you make that flip?
Well, a big reason is there's been a change in the coaching staff at FSU, and when I went to go visit the UF, I felt there was a big different culture. I feel like there's better resources there for me academically and athletically, and I feel like for what I want to do, UF really fits that.
And how do you feel about this whole flip that you've made?
I feel great. I've been getting a lot of love, and like it's an honor to be a Gator and go to UF. It's a very prestigious school, and obviously my family and my coaches are all happy with my decision.
And moving forward, how do you plan on moving forward in high school before you make this change?
Just getting as better as I can here and just kind of taking it all in. It's my senior year before I go make a big change, but overall just enjoying the rest of the year and getting ready for what's to come.
Appreciate you. And for that, I'm Anthony Menendez.
The Ridge boys varsity soccer team took on Glade Central this past Monday night. Were the Hawks able to take down the Raiders? WSRH sports reporter Shayla Stillwagon has the play-by-play.
The Seminole Ridge boys varsity soccer team took on the Glade Central Raiders here at the Nest. The Hawks are 2-3-1, and the Raiders are 1-3. Let's see how the Hawks did. Starting off the game, number 21 for the Hawks tried turning the ball around, but number 11 for the Raiders kicked the ball into the goal, scoring for the Raiders. Aiden for the Hawks head bumped the ball with the ball rolling past the goalie, scoring for the Hawks. Bo Brewer kicked the ball, scoring another goal for the Hawks. The ball goes past Nayor Suarez with number 11 on Glade Central, taking the ball down the field, and the kick was good, scoring for the Raiders. Well, the final score was Hawks 2, Raiders 5. Good game, Hawks. Well, that's it for WSRH Sports. I'm Shayla Stillwagon.
On the Seminole Ridge girls lacrosse team, there were 3 seniors who committed to colleges. Reagan Bresnahan, Georgia Garrison, and Kendall Duran had their signing this past Thursday. These seniors have big dreams ahead of them to play the sport they love at the college level. WSRH sports reporter Brooke Ferre has the story.
Every year, high school students around the nation from different sports sign to many different colleges. However, November 21st was a day 3 Seminole Ridge girls lacrosse players, their families, teammates, and coaches will never forget.
In my opinion, I felt all of them were going to get signed. It wasn't a matter of if, it was a matter of when. And they all 3 had the ability, the lacrosse IQ, to get there.
All 3 girls have bright futures ahead of them, but will leave something behind them.
They will leave an impression with all the other girls because that's the kind of girls they are, that they're willing to reach out, to help, to teach the new girls. So it'll be unfortunate that they leave and go, but they're going to a better place, and their mark will be left.
Lacrosse is a team sport. However, the word team may be an understatement.
They've shown me like real sisterhood, which I feel like I haven't experienced like anywhere else. There's nothing like quite like being like on a team. And I think, some of my best friends I met through lacrosse. And I feel like that's something that can never be like replaced or taken for granted. And yeah, I'm just really grateful for it.
This upcoming lacrosse season will be the last season that these girls get to pass the ball to each other before having to pass to others in college, except for one, who will continue to keep the ball out of the net.
Delaney was graduating, and we needed a goalie. I just looked at Reagan and I said, she's got some really good stick skills. She has lacrosse IQ, she's knowledgeable, and she looked like she could play goalie. So I just brought it to her attention and said, hey, would you be interested in playing goalie? And she said, you know what, let me think about it, coach.
And at first I was like, no, like what? Like why would I do that? But we were playing in a game and I was a defender. Somebody shot, I went in with my stick, and the ball like got in my stick, and I was like, whoa. It was like this brand new feeling, and I was like, maybe I do want to go do this.
Going away to college can produce a lot of emotions for players and parents.
I love traveling, and I'm really excited to be going to New York because I love the East Coast, but I'm definitely going to be homesick.
They go and they, do their thing, but she's definitely been my ride or die, so.
Seminole Ridge lacrosse player Reagan Bresnahan has a lot to owe to herself, as well as her parents.
People sacrificed a lot for me to be able to play this sport and to travel and do everything I have. Sacrificed so much that like I'll never be able to repay them for what they've done for me. And I just can't begin to like thank them enough. It's like nothing I say will ever equate to like the love they've shown me, the sacrifices they've made for me, and really like pushing me to go after like what I love and giving me the opportunities.
While they won't be playing together, Reagan, as well as Kendall Duran and Georgia Garrison, will continue their lacrosse careers in college. For WSRH Extra, I'm Brooke Ferre.
Taking a look at next week's sports. There are no sports next week.
Have a great Thanksgiving break, Hawks.
Well, that's it for WSRH Sports. I'm Alexis Coffey.
And I'm Savannah Mazzio. Remember that you can follow us on social media on Instagram, Twitter, and YouTube at Seminole Ridge TV. Have a great day, Hawks.